Yo, what is up, dudes? This is Lite Crypto here, and today we're going to be discussing some airdrop strategies for stablecoins. And as you can see, the markets have been looking pretty bad in the last couple of weeks and months. We peaked at 30.72 trillion back in December, and since then we have almost lost 30%. We're currently at 2.8 trillion. We dipped all the way down a week ago to 2.56, which is more than 30% down from the all-time high. And it seems that war is going to be starting between Iran, Israel, and America. Even though the Ukraine war seems to be ending, it might actually not end. So a lot of bearish news, and recession seems to be underway. And I hate to be the guy to say it, but it might be that we have actually topped for this cycle. There's not going to be new all-time highs in this cycle for a lot of the coins that we were expecting to reach all-time highs like Ethereum or Solana and etc. And frankly, there might be some type of a dead cat bounce or some type of kind of like a brief bull run, which is going to be taking us 10% up or something like that, but not in a very significant way. So at least Bitcoin, in my opinion, has reached the all-time high for this cycle. I'm sorry to say that. And because I'm saying all these warning signs, I'm kind of meaning that right now, at least 25% of your portfolio should be in stablecoins. Luckily, we have a couple of very good options when it comes to stablecoins, which allows us to farm airdrops and get pretty good yields for these stablecoins. Nothing is obviously risk-free, and I recommend everybody to do individual research on the projects that we're going to be talking about here today. Let's get started out with the first entry on this list, and I have talked about these on my Airdrop Rig and Telegram channel, and I have mentioned them probably on a couple of other airdrop videos. But today we're going to be solely basing on stablecoins here and potential airdrops throughout these protocols. So basically what you're getting here is obviously yield for these projects, and there's going to be a lot of point systems which are eventually going to be leading into an airdrop. And the question is, why should I be farming these versus something else? And the answer is that we have a point of reference, and that is Athena. And Athena ended up being a very valuable airdrop. Stablecoins have really high intrinsic value, and people want to control the money supply of those stablecoins, and that is why those DAO tokens are going to be very important when it comes to the APYs, the issuance rate, deflation, all that stuff. So that's why stablecoin-based airdrops are actually quite valuable. Now, the first one on this entry is Resolve. And Resolve has two different tokens, the USR, which is stablecoin for the US dollar. It has a staking APR of 2.37%. Note that this token exists on Base and it also exists on Ethereum. However, staking is only available on Ethereum. So right now you don't have the opportunity to get the yield inside Base. Now, the Ethereum gas fees are very low right now, so it's not a big problem in my opinion. Now, there are some days where the rates actually look really good, so the average is 4.4%, but there are days where you're seeing 12%, 10% interest on your stablecoin, which is good. And then we have the other token, which is RLP. I think this is some type of different form of stablecoin, which is backed by different assets. I'm not like 100% sure about it, and frankly, I'm not very interested in it. But holding both of these coins are going to be getting you points. And here you can see the breakdown of like what is the collateral of these assets. And there's going to be different collaterals for different stablecoins we're going to be featuring here today. Some are backed by USDT and USDC. Some are backed by other assets. And when there's other assets which are not stablecoins, there's always risk. And the point system is pretty simple. So there's a referral program. A lot of these have referral programs we're going to be talking about here today. Holding the USSR on Ethereum or on Base will give you points. Another reason why you don't want to have LLP, because it gives you 3 times less points on this point system. And then we have also staking. So I don't know if that's going to be giving you extra points, top of the 30. So let's say we're going to be staking our Ethereum. Are we getting 35 points or just 5? So that's something I don't know, but I probably have to look into that. There's also Pendle stuff. I wouldn't fuck around with it, honestly, guys, because I think there's always risk with these lending protocols. Well, it's not really a lending protocol. It's more like a high-risk protocol, whatever you want to call it. And Then there's Spectra. I have no idea what that is. And then you can use it on Morpho as well. There are a lot of ways to earn points here, so it's really DeFi positive asset. And once again, it is on Base and it is on Ethereum. And by using my code, you're going to be getting 20% boost on your points. So make sure you're going to be using my code when you're going to be signing in. So this is one I am using right now. And right now, like, I don't want to hold USDT or USDC in just like solely as the asset, because I want to have yields and I want to have airdrop points. Next, we have Level Money. And Level Money is very new. And I believe the Level Money is actually, let me actually confirm this. I want to be very sure so I won't tell you wrong things. This is backed by USDT and USDC. So that's pretty good. But obviously, Tether has always had a level of FUD around it. And at one point, that house of cards is going to go down. I don't think it's going to be this cycle, though. It's going to happen at some point because it's kind of too big to fall at right now. There's CIA and probably some other agencies involved in with Tether and the money laundering there. Now, this has a one negative. You have to stake these level USDCs to actually get experience. So I did already buy it a week ago, but I didn't know that I wasn't getting any points. So I actually just staked out today. This is probably the most newest entry on this list. And it's not super competitive. So we have 11,000 people who are participating here. That's not a lot. So you're kind of early. And even though you're not early, it doesn't mean that it wouldn't be worth farming. Just saying. And this one actually gives you 8.32 APY. That is very good decentralized non-options APY. We obviously have to be worried about things like 20%. And look what happened with Terra Luna. Tron, for example, has the USDD, and that has a 20% APY. But that's not going to have any token. And I don't trust Justin Sun. I don't trust Tron. It's super shady, always has been. So that might crash. So I don't do USDD. But this is another one. And basically, it's pretty much staking. And there's a couple of other options which are going to be giving you points. Pendle pools. You can deposit other types of assets here, DUSD. There are a lot of these stablecoins. Most of these have their own tokens already. So we don't want to bother with them. But let's move on into another one. Then we have Ethereal, which is basically powered by Athena. We have featured this a million times already in the past. And this was a very good airdrop. It was very well paying based on the deposits I made there. And right now you can basically pre-deposit your USDE, which is their stablecoin, and you're going to be getting points based on that. There's also Pendle pools, which are going to be giving you more. And apparently you're going to be getting Athena rewards on top of that, if I'm getting that right. And then there's obviously referral link, which is going to be giving you... No, it's not going to give you any bonus, but at least I get 10% more. So you will feel good about helping me. And this is probably going to be launching very, very soon. I think they just made an announcement on launching their own blockchain. So I think it was really just on the news. Just let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so they are actually building out something. And that probably might actually pump the prices of their ecosystem's assets. But USDE has been pretty stable. I like the project and it's another place. And I recommend putting into at least in the 3 different locations, just in case somebody gets debacked. Then we have Superform. We have talked about this on other videos. And this is like a multi-airdrop farming thing, as it's kind of like using a lot of things under the hood. So the way that the normal thing works is that there are vaults, and these vaults are giving you APY. You can like transfer money from Optimism, like a random asset, let's say, wrapped ETH, and it turns it into wrapped BTC on Ethereum. And this is going to be playing around with Hyperlane. They also released meme token way back, wasn't very worth anything, but this is a really, really good place to farm multiple different points. And these super USDC things on Base and Ethereum are pretty good. These are good APYs. And you're going to be getting also apparently rewards in Morpho on that one. and Reul on that one, so Euler. And yeah, as I said, the APYs are decent here, and they are obviously going to be playing into you getting creds, and creds are going to be playing into Superform's own airdrop. So another one that I recommend using, because I think this drop is going to be pretty good, and the APYs are, in my opinion, pretty good as well. So another good place to park in. Now then we have a couple of other entries which are outside of the EVM ecosystem, starting off with Perena, and this is stablecoin on Solana. So if you don't like using EVMs, you can use Solana. I have around 900 USD here, and it's going to be giving you a pretty weak APY, but 1% top of an airdrop doesn't sound bad to me. There doesn't seem to be like a lot of pool. I mean, there seems to be like pools here, but like these APYs are not very strong. So there's not a lot of as many DeFi options over here. There's Season 0, which I participated on. You can get extra by swapping as well on the platform, not just holding the Perena token. And there's referral programs here, the pools, and swaps are going to be getting you petals as well. So that's something to think about. But if you are looking into having stables on Solana, this is the way to go. And then we have our last entry, which is called MetaStable. This is a stablecoin on Sui ecosystem. As you know, Sui has been growing at a very good pace, and I don't think that's going to be stopping anytime soon. I'm not going to be transferring any of my Sui into stables because I'm really bullish on this project for long term. They got a lower APY versus any other staking coins, and their technology is very, very good. That's been my position for a long time, and just fundamentally, like, it's just like one of those coins that I have very strong conviction. I think it probably will reach $20 on the next cycle. This cycle, I don't know if it will be having a new all-time high, but there's been some talks about like ETFs for it and etc. And they have their own stable called MUSD. I know that there has been a similar named ticker stablecoin on Ethereum. I can't remember which one it was, but there was one. It was probably privacy coin related if I recall right. And this one, basically, there's a vault option on double fund. I don't know about anything about this double up, but basically you can mint with any of your Sui things and get like MUSD from any other stable on the ecosystem. So this is another one that I recommend holding. I'm basically going to be accumulating a bit of this to start accumulating those points. But that basically wraps up what I have to show you for today. There might be some other decentralized stablecoin projects which I have missed. In case I have, you can leave a comment down below. I know XRP came without RLUSD, but that one will not have an airdrop, so, and it doesn't seem to have any APY either. So you got to be smart about the APY and the airdrop farming at the same point. There's no point of just having USDT and USDC sitting on your wallet right now doing nothing. Like, it's better to put up a bit of risk in there. And obviously there's a lot of exchanges which are going to be giving you really, really good lockup rates for USDT and USDC. I'm going to leave a couple of those links down below as well. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more reviews. I'm going to be moving apartments, so I will not be as active in this March and start of next month as I'm doing a big move up operation. But thanks for watching. I will see you next time.